Speaker, as Senator Cheruiyot has said, the train has already left the station. We are already in motion. Let us hear this case. Let's make a determination one way or the other. Mr. Speaker, I submit.
Senator Aaron Cheruiyot.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the people of Kericho have quarreled, and we've come before this House to seek for justice. And we pray for nothing less than justice in the interest of the people of Kericho. I want to make two quick observations, Mr. Speaker. One is unanimous by what colleagues have said, that PO number 1 has been determined by not only by Parliament itself, by none other than the Supreme Court of the Republic of Kenya in Wambora 1, 2015, Mr. Speaker, where it has been firmly established on what you do with a parliamentary process, either in Parliament or at the County Assembly, once an exercise has commenced. Therefore, on that count, Mr. Speaker, I plead that the Council for Governor notices and appreciates that particular issue. Second and most important, Mr. Speaker, is on this issue, and I wish my good friend Senator Boni Halwale listens keenly to this. Mr. Speaker, there is what you call the hierarchy of law, where the Constitution reigns supreme, it sits at the top, and when a matter is not sufficiently addressed in the Constitution, you look for it in statute or legislation that we have passed here. Where there is none, Mr. Speaker, what follows a third after that is already established case law. Mr. Speaker, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Kericho, in his affidavit, and it is hereby presented in volume 8 of the documents from the Assembly, cited court decisions that have been made on this particular issue. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I don't know on what basis you would want to fault the Assembly, because I have listened to Council for Governor and there is no citation whatsoever on their part other than application of mathematics and this theory that we want to be told that there is no half or quarter of a human being. I thought, Mr. Speaker, that being a house of procedure, we would establish what is a practice that has been established in our courts of law. Mr. Speaker, you know, what I find to be extremely curious, though, is a very dangerous invitation that the Council for Governor is sending out to you. I listened to him, Mr. Speaker, and he wants to lead you to make a decision that has never been made by any other speaker in this House, Mr. Speaker, where he wants you to make a determination on appeal and dismiss this case altogether.
Now, have a seat. Now, honorable senators, it is now 4 minutes past 1. We can only, during a morning session, prosecute business up to 1 p.m. And therefore, allow me to invoke Standing Order 34, 2A, to extend the time for 15 minutes. Thereafter, we shall rise for a break. We'll come back at 2:30 and prosecute this matter because it is of such a fundamental nature. I'll give you 1 minute to conclude.
Mr. Speaker, you are being invited to very dangerous path. Previously, before this House, in Mike Sonko versus County Assembly of Nairobi, and previously also in Ferdinand Waititu versus the County Assembly of Kiambu, such POs have been raised. What did your predecessors do? They let the jury make the determination, which is all the 47 delegations. Do not accept, Mr. Speaker, the invitation that is being passed on to you to make a determination on your own. The Constitution, nor our standing orders or legislation, never envisioned a situation where the Speaker could terminate proceedings such as this, Mr. Speaker, purely on a point of order. Therefore, I want to humbly request you, Mr. Speaker, that just as we do in legislation, let us make a determination on this PO. If it comes to voting, let it be the case, Mr. Speaker. But on your own motion, Mr. Speaker, in the interest of justice for the people of Kericho, allow us to listen to this case and eventually make a determination one way or the other. I thank you.
Senator Mogeni.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, what I had my classmate, Kegan Katwa, say is to invite you to invoke Standing Order number 30 to make a final determination on this impeachment.
It is the rules of procedure.